Okay, everyone, welcome to another episode of Vicinity, your number go to real estate channel. I'm getting very fluent with these. So today I'm Jason, Charlene, Amanda. So we are here to bring you another edition of our Treasure Find series. Today, we've just finished East Coast edition and Lentor edition. So today we'll be talking more on West Side edition. So what we actually included within this episode is our four main projects: Sora, Lake Garden, the Myst, Hillhaven. So if you're an investor that wants to buy into the west side because of the entry price, this is the episode for you. Okay, so ladies, starting off with one bedroom wise in the market within these four projects. Sora on left with one unit. The Myst the Hillhaven don't have one bedrooms. Lake Garden also don't have a lot of supply left lah. So for one bedroom wise, we would skip mainly on one bedrooms lah, because our choices are not as much as well lah. Okay, we'll move on to our two bedroom. This time, two bedroom Hillhaven comes in. Two bedroom with a quantum of 1.8 million. Two bedroom / two bedroom plus study. Can I please go first?
Okay.
I want to push for this project. It's called Sora. Okay. No biasness here. Okay. Let me explain to you why Sora is a lot more better. Okay. First of all, the two bedroom plus study, right? 2001 PSF. PSF quantum wise, 2001. It's the best entry already in Singapore. The only thing that's comparable in terms of two bedroom plus study, it's 2000 PSF, but it's all the way at Cassia, all the way at D17 Loyang. Okay, so two bedroom plus study, what you have for Sora is you're gonna have Sky. There's a Sky Garden, Sky 360. Then your study, the placement of the floor plan is also very unique, where your study adds a bit more depth towards the master bedroom. And of course, we are facing the third national garden in Singapore, Jurong Lake Gardens. So I do feel, because of the low entry price, because of the whole landscaping and the impression of the Sora project itself and the view, this would be my first pick for two bedroom plus study. Okay, for Charlene, what do you think?
Okay, actually for two bedrooms or two bed plus study, right, I actually prefer Lake Gardens than Sora. Okay, let me explain now. Okay, so for the two bedrooms, right, it's not the compact version, but I think that the compact plus is something that's very new in the west side market. Yeah, so this compact plus, right, what it has is a powder room. Instead of two proper toilets, it's one proper toilet, one powder room, which I think it's really good, because usually your guests won't come in and take a shower in your house, right? You just need a smaller bathroom that serves that purpose for your guests. And I think the compact plus serves that purpose very, very well. And in fact, it's because it's side by side. Technically, should you really have a guest that went swimming and then she needs to shower, it is like almost like a Jack and Jill kind of setting between the powder room as well as the master bath. So your guests still can enter into the master bath to take a shower even without entering your master bedroom. So that is something that I think it's very unique in the west side that I haven't seen so far in any of the resale. So I could be wrong. Maybe I never seen enough. But from what I understand and what I've seen, I haven't seen this one yet. So I think it's very unique. And for the 2+ study, the reason why I choose Lake Gardens over Sora is very simple. But unfortunately, because there is no more, there's only one unit of a 2-bed premium left in Lake Gardens. But I just want to explain why. It's because although Sora's layout, it is very good, but I just don't like the placement of the study. Right? So I think for me coming in, if I were to buy for my own stay, the study room most likely will serve as, yes, it can be a storage room or it can be a proper office space for me. But because of the placement of where the study is for Sora, right, it is located inside the master bedroom. Right? That means it actually limits the amount of things that I can work with for this study. Because if I convert it into like a walk-in wardrobe, then my view is gone in my entire master bedroom. Because cannot be I just do on the two sides here, then there's not really a walk-in wardrobe anymore. And if I were to convert it into an office space, sure, that works because I get a good view also. Yeah. So for the 2+ study in Sora, you actually get the lake view already. Correct? So that's actually their main point. But I feel like it backfired a little bit because then I can only use it as as a very big master bedroom or really as an office. I can't do storage for it because it will then block my entire master bedroom view. So that's why I don't really quite like the 2+ study in Sora.
Okay, but does the facilities make it up for it though?
Yeah, but I have to exit the house lah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, what about you, Amanda, for 2-bedroom?
For 2-bedroom wise, if I can choose 2 projects, I will choose Sora as well as Hillhaven. So Sora wise is because of the entry price. So if we were to look at 2-bed 2-bath for Sora itself, we are able to enter at about 1.559 mil onwards. Whereas as compared to Lake Garden at the same quantum, I am not able to get 2 full toilets. So to me, I feel that bathroom is something that is very, very important. Yeah. So that's in terms of Sora. So and another key reasons why I will look into Sora is also because of the transformation that is coming up in the area. So as we study the different parts of Singapore, we realize that transformation really elevates the value of the location itself. In the past, I used to think that it's just Asian doing their sales pitch. I honestly felt so. I felt like, oh, it's just Asian talking about, transformation. It's going to increase the value of the place, yada, yada, because you want to sell the project. But only probably a few months back, I went to study into, how transformation, even the announcement of transformation increased price. And I was very shocked to see how it directly impacts. And that's why I would consider into the lakeside region for this for this reason lah. And then another project that I would choose is Hillhaven 2-bedder. So the reason why I was choose Hillhaven, it's mainly because of the safety. So I choose Sora because of the transformation and what it could offer me. I choose Hillhaven because of the safety that I can get out of that development. Safety because the neighboring project, the newest one being Meadwood, is already transacting at similar pricing as compared to what Hillhaven is asking for. And if we use the basis that new developments will usually command a higher resale price, Hillhaven is a safe choice for me for the 2-bedder.
Okay, I think 2 topics we want to bring out. I think first one is Sora and Lake Garden, right? The transformation, your tenant profile, your rental, who's going to rent from you from the oil and gas factory, from the good schools there. We all know who they are. The only thing that people has a bit of a stigma against is further away from the MRT station. Frankly speaking, what do you think, this MRT station thing? It's also like Nava Grove, where they do offer a shuttle bus. But then, Lake Garden and Sora, they also do offer shuttle bus. I feel when I have Jaden already going at 2829 PSF, 10 minutes bus ride away can enter you at a 21 PSF. I feel there will come a point where people is like, when Jaden needs to sell at 3000 PSF, I can actually just let it go at 2007 PSF. There will be still a group of buyers coming into that Jurong and that Sora Lake Garden area. And then during the transformation, I do feel that we have the recognition for the area is a lot more stronger lah. But what do you think about MRT station wise? Any comments?
Boys back to needs though. Yeah. Let's say if today I am a buyer looking to buy for own stay and I do not drive, then I would think that Sora as well as Lake Garden might be a bit challenging. Let's be honest. Yeah. In terms of traveling to town where we go out, it's also the place where most of us work at, right? That would be challenging. But let's say if I am an investor, I don't see why not. Mainly because of the price difference. Yes, other projects may be near MRT. I mean, just now we were talking about the Lentor projects. It is within walking distance to the MRT. But whenever we are near MRT, there is already a premium that has been priced into the development as well. So as an investment piece, I wouldn't pay for that premium as an investor. But for an own stayer that takes, if I take public transport, then maybe I'll pay for it.
Okay, what about you, Shah?
I feel that it boils down to the entry price lah, ultimately, right? How many of us can actually afford to buy a Jurong product at 2008, 2009, 3000 PSF just to get the MRT downstairs? And yes, of course, convenience is a very big factor, but to be honest, Lake Garden, Sora, I open my gate, I step outside the entrance, I also have a bus stop.
And a shuttle bus.
Correct. So I think I feel that actually it is not as bad as it seems, as long as the pricing is correct. Right? Of course, if you're going to price me at 2006, 2007 compared to my Jurong 2008, 2009, something is not right. Right? But this one, I think the quantum itself justifies why it should be further away from the MRT station. And even so, it does not actually really compromise on our convenience at all. Right? Because this bus will literally take us to Jurong East as well. Yeah, so I don't see... And nowadays, you can just open your phone. The phone literally tells you how long before your bus reaches your stop. So you can actually plan your timings very well as well. So I don't see that as a problem lah. And to be honest, I feel that within that cluster, that Yuanqing cluster, right, is a lot of HDBs. And these HDBs have been doing very, very well at the same time. And majority of these kind of outskirts developments, right, they are heavily pushed in terms of their demand by all these HDB upgraders. Right? So all these people, they are already very used to the lifestyle that they have, not being near the MRT and whatnot. So the next upgrade for them is just having facilities, having a security guard that they feel more secure, and then they have immediate access into the garden, the Chinese garden, which I think this is the ultimate premium that I see in this kind of projects, because MRTs can pop up anywhere, but a garden, I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay, I also feel that I'm selling a unit there at Lakeview. My rental yield is at 4%. So I do know that a lot of oil and gas factories work there. A lot of students, a lot of good schools are there as well. So for rental-wise investors, it really is something to consider. Okay, we move on to the next segment, our 3-bedroom series. Okay, for 3-bedroom, Amanda, where would you put your money at under the quantum of around 2.3 million? Okay, you start first.
Okay, so for my 3 bedrooms, right, if let's say we look at the Jurong series, I would choose Sora over Lake Gardens. Yes, because if I'm not wrong, for the compact 3-bedroom in Lake Gardens, I am still facing Yuanqing Road. Whereas for Sora, anything after 2+ study is all facing the lake. Right, so I think if the price point is the same, the quantum wise is not too far off, then it doesn't make sense for me to buy and face the road when I can face a very beautiful view of the Chinese garden. Right, so just because of that, and I see that in the 3 bedrooms compact for Sora, it comes with a flexi room as well, and this flexi room you can hack, and I think that's very, very good. Because if you don't need the extra storage, usually we will need lah. But let's just say you don't need it. If you open it up, right, your dining area is so big, you can build so much storage, like nicer storage rather than just a small compartment that looks like a study. You can do so much with that area. So I really do like that layout. However, if I look at quantum wise, right, I do like the Myst. Yeah, so the Myst has a 3-bedroom that is of the butterfly layout, dumbbell layout actually. So I think, because recently I had a client who specifically requests for this kind of layouts, which I realized it was very hard to find for 3 bedrooms. Yeah, so this is one of them that we managed to go and take a look as well. So and that price point, right, for my 3 bedrooms, right, it is still under 2 million, which I think is very hard to find in today's market. Yeah, under 2 million, 3 bedrooms, with enclosed kitchen and 3 proper size, good size bedrooms. I think it'll be hard to find. So I would feel that this is quite undervalued at the current moment.
Okay, Amanda?
My personal choice is also the Myst 3-bedder dumbbell layout. Because like what Charlene shared, even at 2 million now in the resale market, it's very hard to find a proper 3-bedder that is livable for a small family to be in. So to me, that will be an attractive point when it hits the resale market in the future. Also because the Myst is surrounded by older projects where there are a lot of projects with bay windows, inefficient layout. I think this will stand out.
Okay, I for me, I would go for the Sora layout. Okay, why? It's because I understand the thought behind dumbbell layouts where you save on square feet. But actually in the resale market, like I imagine myself if I was in that dumbbell, the only one on the left, right? And then, you know, when there's noise, when there's gas in the living room, and then the noise, and then it's so near my guests and the gathering, and they can see my room, that it creates a bit of discomfort for me. Whereas I really prefer a traditional layout where it's all the rooms at the end, it's maximum privacy, room 1, room 2, then room 3. Then also, actually my pick would be Charlene's, same floor plan as Charlene, because of what I can do with the flexibility of the study room and the dining table lah. Next question that comes in is the Myst and Hillhaven. We have this fins, which actually are panels. Okay, the reason why they have these fins is because to block the residences from facing towards the government sector lah, the camps there lah, the MINDEF side. So they have these fins that blocks the view. Both of you, what do you all think? Because right now Midwood has certain units that already has this fins layout. Myst and Hillhaven are known for amazing views, very nice views, but they have these fins that will affect the view. What do you all think? How will this affect investors or homestayers?
I think one way or another, definitely your view is being compromised in that sense. But I don't think that, are you buying in for the view? Because if you are, then of course this will be a deal breaker for you lah. But to be honest, I feel the Myst is there a very nice view?
There's quite an okay view if you're facing towards Hazel Park, that side. Still okay. A lot of greeneries.
So that Hazel Park, that side, if you open up, the fins are there.
The fins are there.
At the Hazel Park side.
The Hazel Park side. Okay, whereas for Hillhaven, right, the south facing side, which is the landed facing side, don't have fins. So Hillhaven, only the ones that's facing Midwood has that fins. Right, so how will these fins affect the performance of Myst and Hillhaven? Maybe Amanda, your turn.
Definitely, it will have some impact. I mean, looking at the remaining unit, we can also see that the take-up rate for those units with fins are a lot slower as compared to those units without the fins. So definitely, it will make an impact in terms of choice. I mean, if I'm a resale buyer looking to buy for own stay, if I have a choice lah, yeah. But let's say in the resale market, the thing is, in new launch, what a lot of us don't realize is that when in new launch we have all the choices, but in resale that's not the case. A lot of times there's only 2 or 3 units that are available for sale, and then if you are looking to buy into that development or that area, this is the choice that you have. Yeah.
Okay, so
definitely not preferred, but we might not see a significant impact in the resale market.
Okay. Anything else from you, Shah, about the fins thing?
No lah. For me, I think for this kind of product, I feel like the fins. Number one, I would think that the developers have already have already known that this would have been a problem, right? So they have already priced it accordingly to attract the kind of consumers that will end up be buying this kind of unit, make it justifiable, right? But of course, I think the deal breaker for me is if this kind of thing happens in Sora, then because I cannot have a block view of my garden, that's ridiculous already, because the selling point is supposed to be the garden. But for the Myst, Hillhaven, this kind, the selling point, I don't think it's on the view. It was never the view to begin with. It was more on convenience, what it has around you, the schools and all that, right? Accessibility to transportation. I think those are where the money comes in for this kind of project. Whereas compared to my Sora, my Lake Gardens, where my money comes from the view, then I think that will have a bigger impact.
Okay, moving on to 4 bedrooms. Okay, 4 bedrooms I do want to bring up. There is one project with Duo Key. dual key, it's a very interesting layout because it's very rare in the market now. Not every project has dual key. But it also adds an element of investment towards the purchaser because I can rent out that studio lah. Okay, for 4 bedrooms, right? Which out of these 4 projects would you all pick? Okay, I go first. My first pick would actually be Hillhaven. Hillhaven. Okay, I'm a big fan of that landscape living room, and then if that kitchen has a dry kitchen, and then the main kitchen, and then it has glass panels. Typically, this kind of layout, I'm a big fan of it. Hillhaven also, it's in terms of PSF wise, it's very attractive, under 2,000, and it has a very big store at the kitchen side. And when I'm looking at the balcony, the configuration of the rooms, I think a lot of it makes a lot of sense. Even I get a junior master, call it my bedroom 3 for this specific 1378 square feet for Hillhaven. I get a junior master, 2 junior masters because one with the bathroom, the other one also has a Jack and Jill layout towards the bathroom. So I'll go for Hillhaven. Okay, for 4 bedroom, would you all consider that dual key, or which project would you all consider?
My choice is very obvious.
Where?
If I have to be buying into 4-bedder amongst the 4 projects, I would choose the Myst.
Right.
The reason is because when I was working with quite a few clients that are looking into the West area, one of the key criteria that these 4-bedder clients have is that it must be above 1,500 square feet.
Okay.
And for you to find a 4-bedder unit that is above 1,500 square feet in the new launch market, under 3 million, it's almost an impossible find. Yeah. Of course, you have other new developments that are in the West that has such an attribute that are above 1,500, such as reserve residences, but the price quantum, it's
very high.
It's very different
Yes.
as compared to the Myst. So if I am a family looking to buy for own stay, where space is of concern, I will go for the Myst. Because the rest of the project at 4-bedder, similar quantum or even higher quantum, I only can get at 1,300 square feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good point. Shah?
For me, I think 4-bedroom for own stay, if let's say I have a big family, right, then I definitely will not go for dual key lah. Dual key it makes a lot of sense when you have the intention to rent out, right? Because technically it's like buying 2 units under one name with no ABSD. But it takes up, because your studio will take up another kitchen, and then walls, all that, they all take up space. So it becomes very small on both ends. Yeah, so that is something that you have to consider, especially if you have a bigger family. But I think for me, I'm somebody that really likes view. Right, I don't mind not being near amenities or that. So my ideal choice would be Sora. Yeah, because Sora has a landscape, typical landscape living room, and then there is the definition of, there's a separation between the dry and the wet kitchen, and then there's a decent space for the yard where you can actually do your cleaning and all that kind of thing. And the junior master, previously Amanda shared that she didn't like if when you enter a unit and then you straight away on your left it's the junior master, right? But this one, it's when you open when the private lift opens, you get a very clean and open view of your living room right into the view of the Chinese garden, and then on the left then you will see the junior master. So it's quite it provides quite a fair bit of privacy on that end, and then followed by the other rooms as well. However, right, I would like to just bring up one project that I feel is super undervalued if you're in it for the money lah, like the cheapest, and it's not on the list here, which is Arden. This Arden is very cheap. So Arden, right? Okay, so Arden was actually, if I remember correctly, was a pre-COVID development that came up. However, halfway through the preparation for sale, they actually had to stop everything because there was some leftover things that has to be settled between the developers and the government regarding the surrounding land of that plot. But there's nothing wrong with the land. It's just that they have some approval that they have not secured yet at that point. So everything stopped for a very long time throughout COVID and everything. And only recently did they just open up. And if we look at their selling price, right, it is 1,007 PSF. Yeah, which makes my 4-bedroom 1,389 square feet at just 2.4 plus million for 4-bedroom. And this 4-bedroom, right, comes with like a flexi area, study guest, home shelter, dry and wet kitchen with a yard, everything for 2.4 million. Yeah, so if I am looking outside of having a good view, I will not choose the Myst, I won't choose Hillhaven, I would choose Arden. Yeah.
Okay, we move on to the last, which is the 5-bedroom. Okay, 5-bedroom profile, right? From what I understand also, 5-bedroom it's a lot of emotional buying because they want everybody to be together, they want the grandkids to be together, they want 3 generations to be together, and often they start to neglect a lot of things about entry price. Or most of these clients lah. Okay, 5-bedroom Lux, I will go for in between this 4. Hillhaven comes up because Hillhaven don't have 5 bedrooms. I will actually go for Sora. Mainly, it's the view. Okay, and it will be a struggle between Sora and the Garden when it comes to entering between these 2 projects because it's at the same vicinity, it's side by side. But I must say that the infrastructure, the landscaping, the project of Sora, a lot of intangible qualities about the project itself, it looks amazing. Whereas for Lake Garden, it looks a bit more different. Okay, so for me, the entrance and then towards when I turn right into from my private leaf lobby, it becomes my dry kitchen and then landscape living, and then on my junior master is tucked all the way by the end. I will go for Sora. I must say it's a lot of emotional on my end lah. It's not much about the price point at this point. My price point is a bit higher than Lake Garden. But my second choice I do want to bring out it's the Myst, but the Myst for projects for level 10, which are the ones without the fins. Okay, because I do feel that next time, actually this was something that I remember Shani was mentioning also, like the ones that we have without the fins in the Myst in the future might be an option for buyers because they also would prefer something that's relatively higher, but they still get that full view. Okay, for the Myst is something that's very amazing. CDL's project, it looks very luxurious as well. That would be 2 of my top choices lah. Okay, for Sha?
I would choose Lake Garden over Sora. Okay, number 1, I just want to say that Myst and Hillhaven, right, will never be my like top choice because I feel like I should always put my money where the government is putting their money in. Which currently is Jurong.
Well said.
So, right, it's just like stocks like that, right? If your company is not doing anything, you wouldn't want to put the money inside also. So for now, not say there's nothing happening in the areas of Myst or Hillhaven, but I just see that the government is really focusing a lot of their time and money into Jurong in the current present market condition lah. Okay, but so for me, I would choose Lake Gardens over Sora. Simply because so both of them have the landscape living room. They both have the junior master on one side and then the rest of them are tucked on the other side. But for Lake Gardens, right, my 5th bedroom can be hacked, which is connected to the dining area. So if I don't need that 1 extra bedroom, I can do so much with my living space. Whereas for my Sora, I cannot move the 2 bedrooms that is setting that's just in between the living rooms. Yeah.
Okay, Amanda?
For me, I would not choose the Myst for 5 bedroom, but I would rather much go for, if I have to choose the Myst, I would rather much go for the 4-bedder because in terms of square feet wise, it's not too different. For the Myst, 4-bedroom is about 1,500 odd square feet. And then the 5-bedder is about 1,006. So when I am buying into 4 to 5-bedder, if I don't need 5-bedroom, I would rather much prefer a bigger living space. Yeah. So for 5-bedder, amongst the 4, I would choose Lake Garden. Yeah. So why I would choose Lake Garden is because I feel that when it comes to the resale market, Lake Garden and Sora, in terms of proximity, it's too close to each other already to tell a difference other than the facade of the development. And because of that, I'll choose Lake Garden purely because of price. Because there is a huge price gap between Lake Garden's 5-bedder versus Sora 5-bedder. Which is, I think, add up to a few 100K even, right? So while I am buying into a 5-bedder for my own stay, I also need I would think that I will need to be considerate of my family lah. That I shouldn't be using my money in that manner. Yeah.
Okay, good point. But Sora really not bad.
It is nice. It is nice.
Yeah.
It's nice lah.
So
Okay,
that comes
so
to the end of our episode.
Treasure Finds West Side series. So West Side edition, sorry. So ladies and gentlemen, if you guys have any questions, you want to reach out for more in-depth analysis, please reach out to our contact numbers here, as well as the description. Do reach out to us on our WhatsApp or our social media. And of course, if you guys have any topics that you have in mind, you want us to speak on it, please type in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on our video. And see you on the next episode. Bye.